Hello and welcome to things I find interesting that happened today in the past, aka Tifitht Itp. This show is all about the historical events of the past, both recognized by actual historians and ones I personally find interesting enough to talk about. My information comes from the smart device application On This Day, the icon of which can be seen as cutoff prevention at the beginning and end of this video. Anyway, on with the show! Today is Monday, December 21st, 2015. In 2004, during the Iraq War, a suicide bomber murdered 22 at the Forward Operating Base, aka FOB, next to the main U.S. military airfield at Mosul, Iraq. To date, this is the deadliest suicide attack on U.S. troops. In 1995, the city of Bethlehem passed from Israeli to Palestinian control. In 1969, the United Nations adopted the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination. In 1968, during the Apollo program, Apollo 8 was launched from the Kennedy Space Center, placing its crew on a lunar trajectory for the first visit to another celestial body by humans. In 1967, Louis Washkansky, the first man to undergo a heart transplant, died at Cape Town, South Africa, having lived for 18 days after the surgery. In 1962, Rondane National Park was established as Norway's first national park. In 1937, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the world's first full-length animated feature, premiered at the Carthley Circle Theater. In 1936, the Junkers Ju-88 multi-role combat aircraft made its first flights. In 1913, Arthur Wine's Word Cross, the first crossword puzzle, was published in the New York World. In 1883, the Royal Canadian Dragoons and the Royal Canadian Regiment, the first permanent force cavalry and infantry regiments of the Canadian Army, were formed. In 1861, Public Resolution 82, containing a provision for a Navy Medal of Valor akin to the Medal of Honor, was signed into law by President Abraham Lincoln. In 1620, William Bradford and the Mayflower Pilgrims landed on what is now known as Plymouth Rock in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And in 69, the Roman Senate declared Vespasian as Roman Emperor, the last in the year of the four emperors. Births: The Patriot, 1961, Betty Wright, 1953, Samuel L. Jackson, 1948. Deaths: George S. Patton, 1945, F. Scott Fitzgerald, 1940. And that concludes Tifitht Itp. For your dose of past events daily. I am Ayo, and you are you. Toodles!